3, 2, 1, go!
Aku mau ikut Yesus, aku mau taat dan setia. Dalam setia dan duka, ku tetap percaya. Berjuang dalam iman, tak akan ku menyerah. Sampai dan akhir, ku mau tetap setia. Ku berlari kepada Yesus, Dialah sumber kekuatanku. Dia penolong yang setia, Yesus menjalani masa depanku. Aku mau ikut Yesus, aku mau taat dan setia. Dalam setia dan duka, ku tetap percaya. Berjuang dalam iman, tak akan ku menyerah. Sampai dan akhir, ku mau tetap setia. Ku berlari kepada Yesus, Dialah sumber kekuatanku. Dia penolong yang setia, Yesus menjalani masa depanku. Ku berlari kepada Yesus, Dialah sumber kekuatanku. Dia penolong yang setia, Yesus menjalani masa depanku. Berjuang dalam iman, tak akan ku menyerah. Sampai garis akhir, ku tetap setia. Yesus menjalani masa depanku. Ku berlari kepada Yesus, Dialah sumber kekuatanku. Dia penolong yang setia, Yesus menjalani masa depanku.
Halo teman-teman, sudah siap untuk menyalakan mesin kita hari ini? Yes! Hari ini kita mau belajar tentang cairan anti beku. Itu bukan air biasa loh teman-teman, tapi cairan khusus yang bisa membuat mesin motor tetap dingin walau larinya kenceng banget. Kalau nggak pakai cairan itu, mesinnya bisa panas teman-teman, keluar asap dan bahkan mesinnya bisa rusak. Nah, dalam hidup kita, kasih atau cinta itu seperti cairan anti beku teman-teman. Kadang-kadang kita bisa berantem, kesel sama temen, atau merasa marah. Tapi kalau kita punya kasih, hati kita akan tetap tenang dan gampang untuk memaafkan. Bahkan tidak panas. Hari ini kita akan belajar dari seorang yang bernama Ruth, teman-teman. Ruth menyatakan kasihnya kepada orang-orang. Dan kita akan belajar bersama-sama hari ini. Yuk kita akan simak bersama-sama.
God's story, Ruth. So part of God's story is about a woman named Ruth. And it begins like this. Ruth lived in a place called Moab and was married to a guy who was part of God's special family, the Israelites. A few years later, though, Ruth's husband died. Instead of returning to her family, which would have been expected, she stayed with Naomi, her husband's mom. Naomi tried to get Ruth to go back to her family in Moab, but Ruth wouldn't leave Naomi, no matter what. In fact, she wanted to go back to Israel with her. Ruth said, "Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So they both returned to Naomi's home in Bethlehem. Back then, though, it was hard for women to find work. Usually, they had to be taken care of by their husband or a dad. It's really hard to imagine that now, but Naomi and Ruth might not have even known how they'd survive. At first, to get food, Ruth went to the fields of a man named Boaz and followed his harvesters around. If they dropped anything, even just a piece of grain, she picked it up. This was called gleaning. Ruth worked from morning to night and barely even took a break. Boaz noticed. He told his workers to leave behind some extra grain for her to gather. When Naomi heard about this, she was overjoyed because Boaz was Naomi's relative and what's called a family redeemer. That meant that it was his responsibility to take care of his family. If anybody was going to rescue Ruth and Naomi, it was Boaz. Kids, we have a redeemer too. It's Jesus. He's the one who saves us. Anyway, this gave Naomi an idea. She told Ruth to put on her best clothes and perfume and then go to the place where Boaz was sleeping. Naomi said that once Boaz had gone to sleep, Ruth should lay down by his feet. Now, this may sound like a weird plan, but it was actually really brave. Ruth trusted Naomi and obeyed. When Boaz woke up, he was surprised. After all, someone was lying at his feet. That's not exactly a normal night. When Boaz asked who Ruth was, she said, "I am your servant. You are my family redeemer." Now Boaz understood. Ruth wanted Boaz to marry her so that she and Naomi would both be taken care of. Boaz agreed. This was a huge deal. Ruth wasn't an Israelite, but she wanted to follow God anyway. By marrying Boaz, she got to officially be part of God's family. In fact, Ruth's great-grandson was King David, and many, many years later, Jesus, the rescuer, was born into the same family line. Now, because of Jesus, we get to be a part of God's family too.
Tuhan Yesus menginginkan kita untuk kita saling mengasihi meskipun kita berbeda-beda. Di gereja pun, di sekolah, kadang ada saja yang tidak setuju teman-teman. Tapi kalau semua punya kasih, semuanya bisa damai. Tuhan Yesus mengasihi kita dan bahkan memberikan hidupnya. Kita juga bisa menunjukkan kasih dengan berbagi kue, memberi giliran main, membantu orang tua kita, dan bersikap ramah, baik. Bahkan kalau teman kita nakal, kita bisa untuk membantu dia agar dia tidak nakal lagi. Hari ini kita sudah belajar dari kisah Ruth, seorang wanita hebat yang menunjukkan kasih yang besar dalam hidupnya. Teman-teman, kita mesti mengisi hati kita dengan kasih. Seperti motor yang ada anti bekunya, kita juga perlu ada kasih di dalam hidup kita, supaya kita bisa menang dalam balapan kehidupan ini. Tuhan Yesus berkati.